Hey guys, welcome back to Pixel and Epic, and today we have something pretty cool. We've been playing Axiom Verge for the past couple of days, so yeah, and Pikachu Amiibo, which is not compatible with Axiom Verge. But hey, anyway, what I wanted to say is, for a couple of Anyway, what I wanted to say is we've been playing it for a couple of days now, so thought that we do a quick preview so that you guys that hesitate on getting it on PS4 can be convinced that even though it's very retro style and the graphics are quite 8-bit, it's still one of the best games there is on PS4 right now. I am loving it. I am 6 hours in.
Broforce.
Broforce?
Yes. I never played at that.
Nope, you haven't. I've been playing it really late at night. It's really good.
And he was unlocking some weapons. He unlocked a lot of weapons.
Yeah, I did. I'm actually 6 hours in now. But for this video though, I won't do too many spoilers. I'm just going to show and highlight some of the features of Axiom Verge. So my goal is to convince you guys that you want the game, mostly for the Metroid fans out there, because this game is basically a modernized Metroid.
I don't want to play.
You want to play?
I said I don't want to play.
Why?
Because I didn't like it. I don't like playing it.
You don't like what?
Playing it?
Oh, you haven't even played it yet. How could you say you don't like playing it if you haven't played it?
I saw you play it. I didn't like the game.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, you know, you should still try it. Cool.
I was gonna say it's cheap.
What? Why do you think it's cheap? Explain, please. Do tell me why you think it's cheap.
Goo yeah.
No, that's not a good reason.
Because there's flying guys, there's flying humans, there's flying humans, there's flying humans.
And because there's flying guys, you think the game's cheap.
Alright. Also, because I would like playing it.
Well, I think you should give it a shot, because it's pretty good. Anyway, without further ado, let's go play some Axiom Verge. So every now and then there's a game that comes around that just reminds me of what I used to play when I was young. So Axiom Verge is one of those. So Metroid, Super Metroid, Shadow Complex, games that you explore, find bosses, unlock new mechanics, and keep progressing in order to explore more, are the type of games that I like. You get a new mechanic and you have time to learn how to manage with it and use it to your advantage. You get to explore levels that you've seen before in order to unlock new content. This is basically the type of game that I like. So of course, when Axiom Verge was announced, I was super excited. Anyway, I won't tell my life story here. Let's just go through some of a bit of the content that I've been playing. This game, or the footage you're looking at right now, is pretty much early on. I was 25 minutes in. I was going to kill my first boss, so here it goes. So this guy's not too tough. As you can see, I didn't have a lot of weapon options, so I'm just going to use my main blaster here. Stay away from the bullets. And from time to time, he's going to stop dropping a couple of grenades. Stay away from the grenades. Just keep shooting at him. You can use the left L1 to stay in place in order to aim. I don't really like using that for this boss battle. I just prefer moving around, keeping away from the projectiles, and slowly damaging him until defeat. The dude won't go down. Come on. Well, at least he's red. Red is good. Oh yeah, it's good. Trophy unlocked. Boom! So make sure you pick up those health. So at the beginning, of course, you're pretty much basic everything. You can jump not so high. You have basic weaponry. But as you defeat boss and also explore the environment, you unlock content. In this particular case, I unlocked a drill, and the drill lets you, as you can see, use R2 in order to pierce through broken rocks. Now, if you're an explorer like me, you'll probably just go ahead and walk around trying to drill everything until you find a weak spot. Some of the actual visual elements are not necessarily always look the same or have the identity of a broken rock, but anyway, it's a detail. I'm using my weapon here to unlock different doors. Let's keep going. So here's an example of what I was saying: broken rock, non-broken rock. So the game does expose you to learning that they're not necessarily always cracked rocks, but anyway, just go ahead and use it everywhere and try and find hidden elements. There's stuff hidden everywhere in this game. So the power node that I just got, it basically makes my weapon, or weapons, because you have a lot of weapons in this game, but it makes my weapon a lot more powerful. Moving forward here, exploring the environment. Again, use your drill or any new mechanic that you're unlocking in order to find a possible hidden passage. As you can see, found something. Now let's talk a bit about the story. I have to say I'm really surprised. I wasn't expecting much, but at this point I'm really debating on every action I'm doing right now in the game. This character that you meet, Elsa Nova, it seems that she's asking you to save her and save her family or kin. However, I have the feeling that I'm working on the wrong side here. I'm not at the end of the game at this point, but I can't wait to find out what's going on, because this is an AI. She was built, and as you'll see a bit later here, it seems like whoever lived on this planet or in this world all died. Did they build these AI? I have no idea. But it feels like Skynet, basically, and right now I'm helping those characters, but I have no idea if I should or not. So that really keeps me on the edge when it comes to the storyline. I really want to keep going forward on the narrative side of things, because I want to discover what's going to happen and if those characters are actually evil characters and not good characters. Right now they all seems good, but again, around her are all these piles of corpse of whoever lived here before. Something happened. I mean, look at this. Jeez. Anyway, just seriously, I'm gonna keep moving in the storyline. I'm really intrigued to know what's gonna happen. It's kind of I'm not a story guy usually. This one, for some reason, I'm really interested due to the fact that I feel that I'm working for the evil group at this point. Anyway, moving on. Boss 2. This is the second boss I've encountered, and I won't go farther than that. Don't worry, there's no spoilers. Just wanted to talk about my little strategy here. All the bosses have a weak point, like most of these types of games. I tend to not really be very, very patient when it comes to that, so I just jump into the fray and figure out what I have to hit, and then afterwards, if I die, I try it again. Let's take a look at it. Pew, 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 pew. Alright, so, nah, this won't work, this won't work. Oh, okay. Fail. I died. Anyway, that's my technique. So now, I'm just gonna try and keep it safe. I didn't even find the weak spot anyway. Remember, when you see the egg, always save. Go to the egg and save. So I'm gonna use Old Faithful here. My first blaster that I found at the beginning of the game. Hopefully this is gonna get me somewhere. Hey, will you look at that? I found the pattern. Hit that bubbly thing on your head, monster, and stay away from your projectile. Don't you love this type of game? Reminds me of Mega Man. Just a good sequence. Here's the sequence. Learn the recipe. Learn how to navigate around the recipe. Use your jump. Use your weapon. Defeat enemy. Perfect. Type of game I love. Very well executed. Although, like, once you figure it out, it's pretty easy. Come on, Red. Blow up! So we get to move and find what you hide behind the mechanic, maybe? And there we go. Baboomski! Pretty cool effect. So, moving on real quick now. After this boss, I unlocked this really cool gadget. Again, like all good Metroid type game or Metroidvania as they would call them, the address disruptor basically changes some elements in the environment in order to make them interactive. So there's a couple of examples here. So as you can see, I'm trying everything, and that's I always do that. Just like the drill, shoot at stuff until you figure it out. So here we go. This is actually being affected by my disruptor. Oh. Moving creates a platform. So you can already imagine, now that I have this, I'm probably going to go around levels that I've already explored in order to find hidden passageways. Another example of what you can use it for is this. Basically, it creates a platform that you can just jump on, let yourself load up in order to unlock, find hidden areas, and more specifically, like this one. Find a switch, and let's keep moving. So what do you expect to find? Alright, there's so many things. I think I found maybe 40% of the items at this point using old technology. I also found a grappling hook. I don't want to show it though, but there is a grappling hook, and it has the same feel to it than the Bionic Commando, the original NES, which is pretty cool. But anyway, what you expect to find is basically health boosts to augment the amount of health that you have, power that boost that actually power up your weapon. In this particular case, weapon boost in order to make your weapon size bigger. So basically makes your bullets even bigger, which is very useful. Some of the elf nodes are basically itemized, so meaning that you need to find 5 in order to get a full elf boost, and you have the same thing for the weapon. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff hidden in the game. There's dozens of weapons, dozens of skill, dozens of power-ups, and it just makes you want to keep exploring the beautiful map. And I only have 2 sections here unlocked in this particular video, but there's way more. Anyway, guys, I hope you like this. You can enjoy the rest of the video, and I won't do any more video on this because I just want to play the game, and I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. But if you did like it, just leave a like, subscribe, blah blah blah, and expect more indie type game footage and videos from Pixel. Thanks, guys.